is there going to be further editions of the Swiss Digital 5, the Digital Swiss 5?
It's a good question. It's certainly something we're thinking about very hard, because what we also believe, just as Doug and Ashley said, digital cycling is here to stay. But we'll have to find the way and the place where digital cycling will fit in with the real racing on the road. What's very interesting for us is, and I bring something up that Doug said before, there's a completely different audience to these digital races compared to the normal races, which is super interesting for us. We're a very traditional cycle racer, Tour de Suisse. We always say, a bit jokingly, but every additional year we produce a Tour de Suisse, our audience gets a year older. Because we have a lot of older people watching the real racing alongside the road, but also on television. And now we did Digital Swiss 5, and we see the structure of the audience completely turn itself around. The highest number of viewers were in the category of 25 to 35, which is a dream for every organizer and for every sponsor. And for us, it's important to find ways to combine the traditional racing with the digital racing. One way is certainly to run it as a separate discipline in cycling, and do whatever we can with that, from racing series to world championships. Certainly the whole equality topic is easier to reach there, because we're all starting at the same point. We're all starting at zero, basically, around the year 2020, and there's not 100-year history behind which we have to work on. But for us, and I think that's where we as an organizer maybe look also a bit differently at it. For us, it's also a way to combine the amateur cyclists with the professionals. We don't believe, as an organizer, cycling as an event organizer will be financially sustainable just based on sponsors in the future. With new audience, we might have a chance, but we will have to connect professional cycling with amateur cyclists, with the keen, hardcore cycling fans more. And that's where digital cycling will help us a lot, because they can, as Ashley said, I mean, the social aspect of it all is fantastic. They can mix with each other, they can talk to each other, they compare each other's races and rides. And for us, that's the direction we are thinking. How can we get more of this? I'm not saying they're going to race each other, but they can ride each other. Maybe there will be an amateur event at the real Tour de Suisse, but the amateur event will be on rollers. Maybe we'll have a few pros riding with the amateurs on site in a stadium. We don't know. This is our big focus for the future. Find this connection between the amateurs and the professionals, bring them closer together, and connect the amateurs even stronger to the event and the athletes. But, very simply said, we have got the whole world ahead of us in digital cycling. We've only just started. You've seen it on those pictures of Digital Swiss 5. I'm sure in 5 or 10 years, I'm going to be embarrassed looking at those pictures, because it's so, it's almost hammering the scenes in stone into this TV picture. It's so basic, but that also means there's so much to do and to develop. And that's what's exciting about it. And hopefully we will all, and I really mean, that's what Ashley said before, we will all profit from cyclists, teams, organizers, UCI. This is something we can develop from start all together and make cycling better in this way. And I'm looking forward to that. And I hope we can be part of it and keep working together.